Lots of enemies, lots of bullets, lots of beams. It's laser beams for Pico 8. Let's give it a look. Welcome to Pico Playtime, the video series where I play through some cool Pico 8 games to show to you lovely people. It's a double build today. The first game that I'm going to play is called Laser Beams and it's by the developer called Seopon. It will become very obvious very quickly why I have chosen this to be part of a double bill. Let's read the description, shall we, whilst we play the game. Lots of enemies, lots of bullets, lots of beams. That's it. And this is the game. It's a very simple game. It's one of these games which realistically I'm not going to spend 15 minutes talking about. You can see what the game is about. You can see whether or not you would like to play it or not. I think it's pretty fun. So this is why I'm highlighting it to you. Yes, this is a kind of single screen, infinite shmup with kind of survivor elements, like Vampire Survivor elements. Every game's Vampire Survivors nowadays, isn't it? Vampire Survivors is like the Dark Souls of Pico 8 games. I don't know what that means. Let's play another game. So, in the game, you are a little red ship. A nice little animated red ship. And you get beset by these amoeba-looking green aliens, which again are rather nicely animated. There are two power-ups. There is the red power-up, which destroys enemies thusly, and there are the blue power-ups which give you more lasers, and if you crash you get this really annoying sound. Okay, that's my one criticism of the game, the annoying game over sound. So let's play a little bit more of this game, shall we, and talk about my history with this game, my deep and long history with this game. I fired up Pico 8 today. I went onto the new games list. This was at the top, and I thought, pretty good game. Let's do a Pico 8 video on it. That's it. Since starting to play the game and deciding to make a video about it, the game's actually been updated. So the game may very well have been updated whilst I'm playing it now. It may have been updated again when you play it. Who knows? New things may be added to this at any moment. When I first played it, there were 3 lives. Now there are just 1. That's a change. So, yeah, it's like, I'll characterise this game as a kind of shmup training program. It's reducing a shmup or a bullet hell shmup down to its purest elements, which is enemies, bullets, and beams, which is in the description, isn't it? Yeah, if you can master this game, I think you can master pretty much any shmup, because this is like the purest distillation of what the game, what that genre of games is all about. Now, you may have noticed me doing something rather odd. When I first played the game, I was playing the game the way I'm playing now, which is just holding fire and trying to dodge, because it's a shmup and you always hold fire in shmups, don't you? Every time you hit an enemy, it fires a bullet at you, directly at you, and as you can see, the screen quickly fills up with all manner of bullets, and the red power-ups become very important because they clear the screen of enemies for you, and bullets, as you can see, gaining you a little reprieve. The problem is, the more enemies appear on the screen, and at some point in the game, there will be some slight slowdown when all these enemies appear. The more enemies they appear, the more bullets you have to dodge, and the harder it gets. As you can see, it's getting pretty hard now. I'm closing in on my high score, actually, using my my naive technique. That was so close. So close. Yes, my naive technique, which is holding down fire. I have another technique, which got me a slightly higher score, which may be more down to luck, which is to do a kind of pacifist run. Let's get it correct as well, actually. The red thing is called the flash bomb. I was calling it the red crystal. It's the flash bomb. I should know that. Anyway, let's play it again. So there's another way of playing this game, which is like this, and kind of not firing all that much, or only firing if we're about to collect the red crystal, because the red crystal clears the screen for us, so we can get in a kind of salvo of lasers and then clear them at the same time to be safe. That's how I got my modest high score. Maybe that'll work for you as well. Because otherwise, there's just bullets everywhere. There's too many bullets. Playing this way, I've got rid of 1/3 of the game, which is the bullets, leaving me with only beams and enemies. So yeah, you can play the game like that if you want. Didn't work for me that time. Yeah, this is a game I realistically don't need to spend 15 minutes talking about. It's pretty fun. I would highly recommend you go check it out. There you go. That's my recommendation. On to the next game. Nereus by Ross McCormick is a procedurally generated vertical platformer for Pico 8. Let's give it a look. So let's give Nereus a look then. Nereus is Ross McCormick's first Pico 8 game, and it's a good one. Let's have a look at the controls before we get into it then. So we have got your standard platformer movement here. We can climb vines, we can jump, we can grab onto ledges. Nice to see ledge grabs making a return to Pico 8 platformers. We can use various power-ups. There's the O2 tank, which gives us a kind of jet boost. There's double score, which doubles our score. There's lifesaver, which kind of gives us 1 hit point, kinda, so we can take 1 hit and not die. There's the hourglass, which I've not got yet. Don't know what that does. I assume it messes with time or something. I don't know. Maybe it slows it down. Guess I'll have to find it. There's chests and keys. Not managed to unlock any of them yet. We'll see how far we get. So here we are on the title screen. It's one of those games where the title screen is part of the level. I always like it when games do this on Pico 8. It's such a neat way of starting the game. You can see my high score down there, 28,000. I lasted 2 minutes 46 seconds and got 28,000 points. I felt like a platforming god until, well, for 2 minutes 46 seconds I felt like a platforming god. This is quite a hard game, or I find it quite hard anyway. Death is around every corner. There are many spikes. Let's show you some of the spikes, in fact, because some of the spikes actually move towards you, which is quite unnerving. The game has a few enemies, and, well, I've seen 2 enemies and they're both deadly, so I'm going to hopefully avoid them. We are supposed to be we are rather a deep sea diver, and yeah, we're trying to get out from the depths of the ocean. Oh, the O2 tank. This kind of makes the game significantly easier whilst it lasts, because as you can see, we can just boost around. I think it's just as like a timer, I think. I don't think it's got like a fuel gauge or anything. Now, that's the first time I've managed to pick up a key. So hopefully... Oh man, there's one of those enemies. Hopefully I'll be able to last long enough to use the key. However, I've just run out of the O2 tank, so who knows. This is actually my second best run now. So maybe talking to you guys is what I should be doing to score well in this game. The way the game works then, do I really need double score? Yes, I do. The way the game works, that's where we go. Back to the normal way of playing things then. As I was about to say, there you go, 1 minute 11 seconds. The way the game works, it's procedurally generated. You've got various kind of prefab level parts, which you'll see reoccur. Hopefully on my, my 3rd game now, you see some of the same prefabs turn up. Now, my understanding of it from reading the comments from people who are obviously better at this game is that oh, there's the lifesaver. That's a good one. My understanding of how the game works is oh I think you actually have to use that power up for it to work. The further you get into the game, the more varied the level pieces become. So I think the harder platforming is buried further into the game. When I say further into the game, I'm talking kind of, I don't know, 3 minutes or so into the game, because that's, as I said, that's as far as I've managed to get so far. the presentation of the game is great. It's got the classic Pico 8 look, hasn't it? And yeah, I love the I love the particle effects. Mark that off your bingo card, everyone. Another death. Yeah, this is one of these platformers where you just die all the time. It's a good job that the game is so much fun to play, because it could get really frustrating otherwise, couldn't it? I love the presentation of the game. The music is great. I love the graphics. It's nice to see a Pico 8 platformer with a tiny little pixel platformer guy. Lots of Pico 8 platformers have, or lately anyway, have got really big player sprites, which is cool, but it is nice to play a kind of more classic looking Pico 8 platformer with a tiny little man or woman or diver that you're guiding around the sea. Yeah, reminds me of some of my favourite Pico 8 platformers, of which I have made several videos at this point. Okay, there's that lifesaver again. Let's not... There we go, that's how you're supposed to use it. Okay, you need to activate it. Don't forget to do that. Yeah, that lets you damage boost there. There's a little trick there, as you can see. Or you could probably do the more sensible thing, which is to save the lifesaver for when you actually need it, which I'm probably going to need it very soon, because I'm getting to that point again where I'm probably about a minute in, where I'm going to start making stupid mistakes. Yes, the platforming in this game then. The spikes are extremely keen. They've got very big feeling hitboxes. I'm sure they're completely fine, but they feel absolutely enormous because I keep hitting them or touching them. The ledge jumping took me a little while to get used to, but I do like it. These blue enemies, those blue enemies are nasty. I haven't quite figured those ones out yet, and they're nasty little enemies then. Very dangerous. It's nice to have a platform with some truly dangerous enemies. Ups the stakes a little bit. Look kind of like lampreys, don't they? Anyway, let's play another game. Yeah, this is another game that I wanted to put into a double bill, because it's quite a simple game. You know, it's repetitive. The games are short but a lot of fun. So this is why it's in a double bill, you see. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to highlight games like this unless my videos ended up being 5 minutes long. I don't know, maybe you'd like the videos being 5 minutes long. Maybe you have enough of me talking and not playing more games. I've still not let that hate mail go. Yeah, it's a really cool little game. Go and check it out. It's got a really nice itch page. I don't know if Ross has been watching any Lazy Dev Academy's videos about presentation of itch pages, but yeah, a nice itch page. I appreciate the effort that you went to there. And yeah, go and check this game out. You can play it over on Splore. You can play it on Itch, as I've just kind of said. And yeah, I would highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's really fun learning the different level kind of segments. It makes for an interesting challenge. Often kind of procedurally generated platformers are usually a bit of a disaster zone, depending on how they're done. This way works though. It kind of reminds me of, what's it called? What's it called, that game? It kind of reminds me of X-Zero by Paranoid Cactus. I did have to do an edit there to actually go and find the name of that game, because I kept wanting to call it F-Zero, which is a completely different game. I don't know if things speed up as the game progresses. The way the scrolling is working, I suspect that might be the case. But no, it feels like it might speed up. Really need to remember to activate that lifesaver. Yeah, this is a really fun little game. It's very addictive, as you can see. I'm I've got nowhere near my high score, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a very fun little game. I hope we see more games from Ross, because if they're all this good, then that's good. Anyway, I'm going to try and beat this high score, probably fail. You've got 2 new Pico 8 games to go and check out. This game isn't quite as new as Laser Beams. This game came out yesterday, so, you know, I'm kind of behind the curve on it, I suppose, aren't I? But no, go and check out both these games. They're both really fun. Go and follow the developers. Ross, incidentally, has got a really cool YouTube channel where he posts some of his music. Go and check that out. Really cool. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget, we've got a Pico 8 Discord server where you can talk about Pico 8 games or recommend Pico 8 games to me. Honestly, I do play all the games that get recommended to me eventually, so be patient. But yeah, please join the Discord server where you can hang out with cool people and talk about Pico 8 games. And yeah, go and check these games out because they're both really fun. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you again very soon. This could actually be the God run. Maybe. Maybe not, though. See you later. Okay, so you rejoin me at the point where I have just beaten my high score. Fantastic. All I needed to do was just finish the video off and stop talking, and yeah, there we go. I beat my high score by 1,500 points. Totally worth it. Look at that, 2 minutes 57. Who knows what happens at the 3-minute barrier? Because I certainly don't. Right, for the final time, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you again very soon.